Ladies and gentlemen, we present Freshlight, where we bring fresh newspaper headlines to the limelight. Mondays to Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Watch, like, subscribe, and make sure your notification is activated on our YouTube channel. You can also like and comment on our pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Al-IyamoyeTV and radio.
Pleasant morning from this angle, and welcome to Freshlight. This is the 4th edition of Freshlight. Today being the 17th day in the month of August in the year 2023. Don't forget Freshlight. This is where we give you updates. We also read to you national dailies and lots of newspapers. Today won't be an exception. My name is Risqat, and I won't be doing this alone. I have with me.
I'm Sowole, Moshood. It's a very good, lovely morning outside there. Thanks for joining us on Freshlight on the Al-IyamoyeTv and radio.
Alright, on Freshlight this morning, we have copies of newspaper in the studio with me this morning. With us this morning, we have the Sun, the Vanguard, the Punch, and the Nation newspaper. Okay, let's kick starting from the eastern part of the country. Daily Sun newspaper. On the Daily Sun newspaper front page, we have this leading story as Tinubu assigns ministers portfolios. Fagbemi for AGF, Umahi for Works, Wike FCT, Badar Defense. You can find this on page 6 of this Daily Sun newspaper. Also, Alake, Solid Minerals Development, Edrun, Finance and Coordinating Minister, Kiyamo, Aviation, Bagudu, Budget and Economic Planning, Gaidan, Police Affairs, Lalong, Labour Party, Health and others. You can find this also on the front page, and it also has the pictorial of the ministers, the ministerial list. Wike joining APC will boost our chances in 2027. This is coming from Ganduje, and you can find this on 26 of the Daily Sun newspaper. Niger attack, Chief of Army Staff visit troops, charges them to go after bandits. Umba Edeoga adopt final addresses, await final judgment. You can find this on page 28. Varsity Police COE lecturers migrate abroad through our foreign scholarship, and this is coming from Tech Fund. Still on Niger, Sahel Alliances call for immediate release of President Bazoum. You can find this on the page 27 of the Daily Sun newspaper. How Nigerian crew members Britain die in separate drilling rig mishap. You can find this story on the page 6 of the Daily Sun newspaper. Ogun Tribunal Appeal Court restores Ade Butu PDP's votes buying allegations against Abiodun APC. This is coming from APC, and you can find this on page 6 of the Daily Sun newspaper. And lastly, on the Daily Sun newspaper front page, 2023 polls, Nigeria now in dire need of healing, rebuilding, says PFN Makinde. You can find this on page 6. These and many more stories you find on the Daily Sun newspaper this morning. And going into the details.
The first story that we're taking this morning is from Ogun State. A vote buying allegation against Abiodun belated. Appeal court rules. A special panel of the Court of Appeal sitting in Abuja has affirmed the decision of the Ogun State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal, which struck out all allegations of vote buying and voter inducement that the People Democratic Party (PDP) and its candidate Ladi Adebutu made against Governor Dapo Abiodun and the All Progressive Congress (APC). The court, in its leading judgment read by Justice M.B. Idris, also upheld another decision of the tribunal, which confirmed the validity of the defense filed by Governor Dapo Abiodun. On 22nd May 2023, Adebutu and PDP filed a reply to the defense filed by Governor Abiodun. In the sealed reply, Adebutu and PDP allege for the first time Governor Abiodun and APC bought votes in 18th March 2023 Ogun State government election. When Governor Abiodun received Adebutu's reply, his lawyer filed an application asking tribunal to strike out the replies in its entirety or in the alternative strike out offending paragraph from the reply. Vote buying allegation against Abiodun belated Appeal Court rules. You can take the Sun newspaper this morning for more details.
Also on the Daily Sun newspaper, alleged 6.9 billion naira fraud, Emefiele's arraignment stalls. Alleged 6.9 billion fraud, Emefiele arraigned stalls. The planned arraignment of the suspended governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) Godwin Emefiele was on Thursday stalled at the Federal Capital Territory High Court, Abuja. Though Emefiele was in court, the second defendant, Sadat Yaro, was absent in court, prompting the arraignment to be shifted to August 2023. The Prosecution Counsel and Director of Public Prosecution of the Federation, Mohammed Abubakar, told Justice Hamza Muazu that Mrs. Sadat Yaro took ill in the morning, hence unable to make it to the court. Abubakar apologized to the court and applied for a new date for arraignment. The request for adjournment was not opposed by Akinlolu Kehinde, a senior advocate of Nigeria SAN who stood for Emefiele. Justice Muazu subsequent fixed August 23 for the arraignment. To read details of this, you can pick the Daily Sun newspaper this morning. It has this headline: alleged 6.9 billion naira fraud, Emefiele's arraignment stalls.
Still on the the Daily Sun newspaper this morning, Northerners Group commends Tinubu for appointing Wike FCT minister. The group Arewa Youth Assembly on Thursday commended President Bola Tinubu for considering the immediate past governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, as the Federal Capital Territory FCT minister. The group also set agenda for the new minister, calling on him to immediately address the Abuja Yanya gridlock, which has become a residual nightmare to Kawunchas plying the roads to and fro Nigerian sets of power. Speakers of the group, Mohammed Saliu Danlame, in a statement said he acknowledged the remarkable achievement of Wike as a two-term governor of Rivers State, especially in the area of delivery of quality capital projects. Northern groups commend Tinubu for appointing Wike FCT minister. You can take out the Sun newspaper this morning for more details.
Alright, moving to another newspaper this morning, we have the Nation newspaper. On the Nation newspaper front page, Chidoka PDP will collapse if not reformed. You can find this on page 5. APC growing, says Ganduje. Tight security mounted to prevent attacks on railways. You can find this on page 5 of the Nation newspaper. Ahmed Hassan is Jaiz Bank acting MD CEO. How Abad is raising bar of academic excellence. You can find this on page 15 and page 5 of the Nation newspaper. Key portfolios for Edun, Alake, Oyetola, Fagbemi, Adelabu. You can find this on page 4 of the Nation newspaper. Ahead Monday's inauguration, President assigns duties of ministers designate. The portfolios. You can also find this on the page 4 of the Nation newspaper. NNPCL's $3 billion buffer to strengthen naira, stabilize exchange rate. You can find this on page 4 of the Nation newspaper. How new move will boost economic by presidency. Naira firms up against dollar. You can also find this on the page 4 of the Nation newspaper. PDP members protest at inauguration of Osun Council caretaker committees. Page 6 captured the story this morning. And also on the Nation newspaper front page, you'll see the ministerial list, the minister appointed, the pictures. You see their pictorial there on the Nation newspaper. Going into the details of the story.
The first story on the Nation newspaper this morning is on Emefiele. Breaking. Emefiele's arraignment stalls. The arraignment of the suspended governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, was stalled on Wednesday morning due to the absence of the second defendant, Saadatu Yaro. Emefiele was in court. According to Yaro counsel, she took ill this morning, which made her presence in the court impossible. The lawyer asked for a new date for her appearance in court, which the prosecutor, the Department of State Service, DSS, did not oppose. August 23rd was fixed for the arraignment by Justice of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, High Court, Justice Muazu Amzad. Breaking. Emefiele arraignment stall. You can take on the Nation newspaper this morning for more details. Still on the Nation newspaper this morning, Ministers for Inauguration Monday. Minister for Inauguration Monday. The Monday inauguration of 45 ministers by President Bola Tinubu was last night confirmed in a statement from the Office of the Secretary of the Government of the Federation, OSGF. The ministers were assigned portfolios yesterday. The Director of Information in the OSDF, Willie Bassey, said the inauguration will hold by 10 a.m. at the State House Conference Center, Aso Rock Villa, Abuja. Bassey, who signed for the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, SDF, Senator George Akume, said the ministers have been informed to come to the inauguration venue with 2 guests each. The statement reads, Honorable Minister to be sworn in are expected to come with 2 guests each. All Honorable Minister and invited guests are to be seated by 9 a.m. Ministers for inauguration Monday. You can take on the Nation newspaper this morning for more details.
So on that, what if you have, like, you know, your friend, your parents wants to come, like maybe you are from, extended family. So now what are they saying that you can only invite your mom, your dad? What about yourself?
I think there's a restriction I was given to them that they can only invite 2 guests, and I think they will adhere to that. Okay.
I also have this story. Nigeria not among top best African countries with good roads. The Nigerian popular referred to as Giant of Africa is not among the top 30 nations. 30 nations in the continent with good roads. This is despite whopping budget of 2,991.62 trillion naira on roads in the 13-year period covered by the survey. The Global Economic rank Nigeria as the 31st country with the nicest and enjoyable good roads in Africa in the last 13 years. Nigeria was ranked 31 out of the 38 African nation list in the nation listed in the survey. Here is the list of African countries with the best road: Namibia, Egypt, Rwanda, Morocco, and among others. You find, to read this story, you can pick the Nation newspaper this morning. It has this headline: Nigeria not among top 30 best African countries with good roads.
And from there, I will take a short commercial break. When we come back, I will give you our news on Vanguard newspaper and the Punch newspaper this morning. Let's go on a short commercial break. We'll be back.
Thousands have been disappointed severally in their bid to seek greener pasture abroad. To those quack in the traveling agency business, it is a rocket science. That is not our case at Tausaf Travels and Tour. We have in-depth details on how to successfully, without stress, help you process and secure your visa to anywhere in the world. Do you want permanent residential visa, visiting and tourism visa, student visa to places like Europe, America, Asia, Africa? It's no big deal to us at Tausaf Travels and Tour. Our years of experience and expertise speaks volume for us. Let's process and secure visa for you to UK, USA, and Canada within a twinkle of an eye. We offer Hajj and Umrah services to our Muslim faithfuls. What are you waiting for? Consult us at number 9 Tausaf Central Mosque, Sholanke Street, behind Laroy Hotel, Abiola Way, Abeokuta. 0802 733 0900 or 0806 578 4060. Stop wasting money. Pay for peace of mind. Talk to Tausaf Travels and Tour.
Alright, welcome back. We are still on Freshlight, where we read to you national dailies. I'm going to the next newspaper, which is the Vanguard newspaper. On Vanguard newspaper front page, we have Wike Umahi Edun gets FCT Works Finance Ministries. You can find this on page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper. Naira appreciates as NLPCL boost forex supply with 3 billion US dollar loan. Presidency explained disbursement benefit of loan. Sanusi to Nigerians: don't allow president government intimidate you. You can find this on page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper. And the Naira appreciates as NLPCL boost forex supply with 3 billion US dollar loan. Columnist Fason Amechi, you can find this on the page 16 and 17 of the Vanguard newspaper. And lastly, on the Vanguard newspaper front page, 63.84 trillion naira Nigerian crude oil was stolen in the last decade. You can find all these stories and many more on the Vanguard newspaper. Going into the details.
The first story on the Vanguard newspaper this morning that we're parading, work ongoing to stop Nigerian nurses from migrating cancer. The news agency of Nigeria, NAN, reports that the conference had team our nurses, our future Abubakar, who was the guest of honor at the event, decided Nigerian was at it by the brain drain in the nursing profession, but gave the assurance that the country was working on its migration policy to overcome the challenge. It speaks on brain drain in the nursing, strategies to ensure resilience, inclusive and sustainable nursing workforce. Abubakar said that Nigeria ranked 7th among 57 countries facing a critical shortage of health workers. To curtail the situation, recruitment of more nurses is needed. If the government can provide the necessary facilities, welfare, adequate insurance for the nurses, better working environment, brain drain will be a thing of the past. Government should invest more in training of nurses. The government should take appropriate measures in tackling all the challenges. Work ongoing to stop Nigerian nurses from migrating. Cancel. You can take the Vanguard newspaper for more details.
Still on Vanguard newspaper, and moving to Kano State this morning. On Niger Coup, radio station organizes Unity Lectures concert in Kano. Supporters wave Russian flags and placard with an anti-France slogan as they rally in support of Niger junta in Niamey on July 30, 2023. Niger junta on Sunday said ECOWAS could stage an imminent military intervention in the capital Niamey as the regional body meet for extraordinary summit on the coup-hit country, which sanctioned a possibility the country elected president Mohamed Bazoum has held by the military for 4 days, and General Abdurrahmani Tiani, the chief of the powerful presidential guard, has declared himself leader. The National Agency of Nigeria now reports that the event, which took place at the premises of the radio station located on the Risqat Road, cautioned against any plan by ECOWAS standing force to invade Niger Republic in bids to restore constitutional democracy in that francophone country. At the lectures, which were delivered by Dr. Mahmoud Usman, Professor Kamilu Sani Fagi, and Sheikh Ibrahim Khalid, among other participants, pointed out that Nigerians had been brothers and sisters for centuries, and that efforts should be made to improve, sustain, and improve their ties. To read details of this story, you can pick the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Niger Hoop radio station organizes unity lectures concert in Kano.
From the Vanguard newspaper, we'll move on to the last newspaper this morning on Freshlight on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. The Punch newspaper. On the headline, our FJ tackles forex crisis with $13 billion loan. Atiku knocks Tinubu. Nigeria earns $742 billion oil revenue in 21 years. NEITI. Nigeria rebounds the trade $8.50 per dollar at Pabale market. Oil workers demand result as Tinubu heads petrol ministry. Crash. Armed chiefs deploy more soldiers in Niger. Village flees. Miscreant terrorists. Lagos communities. Government vows clap down. Panic in Ibadan settlement as Mogaji sells 200 houses. You can take all this on. You can take on the Punch newspaper this morning for these headlines. Going into the details this morning.
Picking the first story on the Punch newspaper, we'll be starting with the president's story. Tinubu to swear in new ministers on Monday. President Bola Tinubu on Monday, August 21st, 2023, swear in his ministers. The event is billed to hold at the Senate House Conference, Aso Villa in Abuja by 10 a.m. A statement on Wednesday by the Director, Information Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Willie Bassi, said these ministers are allowed to come with 2 guests each. It partly read the swearing-in ceremony by the President is as follows. Date, Monday, August 21, 2023. Venue, State House Conference Center, Aso Villa, Abuja, 10 a.m. Honorable Minister to be sworn in as expected to come with 2 guests each. All honorable ministers and guests are to be seated by 9 a.m. He, however, listed the ministers and their assigned portfolios as follows. Minister of Art, Culture and Creative Economic, Hanatu Musawa. Minister of Defense, Mohammed Badaru. Minister of State Defense, Bello Matawali. Minister of Education, Tahiru Maman, and many others are listed. To read details of this story, you can pick Punch newspaper this morning. Tinubu to swear in ministers on Monday.
Lastly today on Freshlight on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio, the Punch newspaper, ministerial portfolios, oil workers demand results as Tinubu head petroleum ministry. Oil workers has demanded result as President Bola Tinubu assigned the petroleum ministry portfolio to himself. Like his predecessor, the president will head the petroleum ministry, while a former senator, Aineken Lokporibi, is the Minister of State, Petroleum Resources. The president on Wednesday unveiled the portfolios of 45 ministers 9 days after they were confirmed by the Senate in a week-long screening exercise. The ministers will be sworn in on by the president at the State House Conference, Aso Villa, Abuja, on Monday. A statement on Wednesday by the Director, Information Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Willie Bassi, said the ministers could attend the ceremony with 2 guests each. Ministerial portfolio, oil workers demand results as Tinubu heads petroleum ministry. You can take on the Punch newspaper.
Quickly picking this Metro News on the Punch newspaper. 84-year-old father of 7 kills wife for refusing sex. An 84-year-old man, Gabriel Uhua, has been arrested by men of Edo State Police Command for allegedly killing his wife for refusing to have sex with him. The command confirmed the arrest on Wednesday while parading 198 suspects arrested for offences ranging from armed robbery, kidnapping and unlawful possession of firearms to murder and courtesan, among others. The command public relations officer Chidi Nwabuzo said Uhua was arrested for allegedly killing a 75-year-old woman for refusing to have fun with him. Nwabuzo said Uhua has been issued over his wife over alleged refusal, and whenever he asked, he said the octogenarian was remorseful and he felt that he has done the best solution to his problem. And to read details of this, you can pick Punch newspaper this morning. 84-year-old father of 7 kills wife for refusing sex. You can find also Punch newspaper punches this out this morning. So what do you have to say about this?
It's funny, and sometimes it's not funny. Why will you kill your wife because she refused sex?
She said that eventually end his problem.
End his problem.
A 75-year-old woman
With
with seven children. So
And
what else is he looking for?
I think it's in best position to explain this, because for you to kill your wife because she refuses you sex, I think the police will do the needful to this story. That is where we do the curtains this morning on Freshlight on Al-IyamoyeTV and radio. Do join us tomorrow again on Freshlight on Al-IyamoyeTV and radio. I remain Sowole Moshood.
And I am Risqat. Thanks for joining. Say goodbye.